Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Our Life. Got through that one fast. So it's been roughly around a year since my friend John was executed in the state of Texas, murdered by the state of Texas. And here in New Hampshire, we have one person on death row. Michael Addison, I believe. Michael Addison, nicknamed Stix. I have an envelope that's all crumpled and everything now, but it's still mailable. I haven't written the letter, but it has a stamp on it. It's addressed. Um, I mean, on the one hand, New Hampshire doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry to kill this man. On the other hand, he's still on death row, and we still have a death penalty in New Hampshire. And I'm having a really, really hard time actually sitting down and writing this guy a letter. I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to get to know this guy and then have him killed. Um, I don't quite understand what the situation here in New Hampshire is, because for the longest time the method of execution was hanging.
Oh God.
Yeah. And I think,
Rough one.
yeah, because for those who don't know, a person who's hanged can actually live for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on a number of factors. They can also be decapitated. Saddam Hussein's brother or somebody wound up losing his head when they hanged him. And the tongue will swell up when they hang a person. The tongue swells up. Um, so I think they've gone to lethal injection, but I'm not sure if it's. I don't know. I don't quite know, because we were, like one and I don't know if it was the House or the Senate. One voted to get rid of the death penalty, but then the other didn't vote to get rid of it. So we still have it. It was close, but if I start writing to this guy and I become his friend, I mean, at the least, I'd like to send him some books, because I mean, what else does this guy have to do? For a while there, they were letting him out of the cell because it's a solitary cell, and he's the only one there. It's not like there are people he can talk to. And for a while, they were letting him out so that he could clean the, like, what would be the common area.
Gary, nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but they stopped that. So he's just sitting in the cell.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I think they let him out once a week to take a shower,
Oh God.
and they probably limit the time he has to do that. And this guy admits to what he did. I mean, I'm just, my issue is I do not want to get close to somebody and then they die that way. I mean, somebody, they're dead, But then you get a letter from him. Kind of freaky. But you know, I don't want to send the guy books without talking to him first, and you know, finding out what kind of books he would like. Like John said, oh, you don't have to send me anything. And then I'd send him something, and he'd say, oh, thanks, I appreciate it, but you don't have to send me anything. Because I asked him, can I send you something? He said, nah, don't send me anything.
This guy could be a jerk too.
And that's true. That's very true. This other guy,
Like that one he tried to write to in Texas.
oh yeah,
That other one.
yeah, he's off death row now. He's off death row. Well, because his um, appeals, you know, he may still be killed, but he had a date, but because of his appeals doesn't have a date right now. But you know, I mean, with all honesty, the kind of books that I would send to him, I don't know if this guy would even like those kind of books. Like The Consolation of Philosophy, How to Write Your Own Life Story. Then again, you know, I could send him like How to Write Your Own Life Story, and he might be able to write something that would make a major impact on some kid out there who's going down the wrong path.
But some won't listen for anything.
That's true. That's true. You know, I mean,
I think they know it all.
yeah.
No, hey.
I thought I knew it all at one time. I never thought I'd make it to 18. But thankfully I did, and thankfully I met that beautiful woman over
We're a long
there.
ways past that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes we should turn back the years a few, but
Yeah.
hey.
So I
Going
just
back up a few years.
so I
Put the car in reverse.
so I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how old this guy is, in his 20s or 30s, probably his 30s. Not like his age necessarily matters, but you know, I mean, like a lot of these guys that on death row, and they get on death row and they're in this cell by themselves with nothing to do but read and write, and then they start to think, and they start to look at their lives. Kind of late, isn't it?
Yeah, a little late, boy.
But you know, it's like, that's why, you know, I don't know this guy. I mean, I can tell you from what I've read about him. He wasn't a nice guy. What he's like today, I have no idea. Um, I feel very selfish because I'm not the one in his shoes, and I want to be nice and helpful. I feel that I'm being selfish, thinking of myself and not thinking of him. But I have to think about myself. I can't just put myself through this every few weeks or months, considering how many people are executed in this country. So I don't know. I mean, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do.
They don't have to worry about Illinois doing it to them.
I think they got it again.
They did?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. After, what was his name, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, after he left, they started, because he just commuted everybody's sentence, but I think they still have the death penalty. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, and I think it was my last video, you know, I had well, actually, I had several family members executed. Um, my my great uncle was executed in North Carolina, and I believe 3 on my mother's side, I mean my dad's side, excuse me, 3 family members executed. They were members of the San Patricios, St. Patrick's Battalion in Mexico. But you know, and it may sound strange considering I don't support the death penalty, but my great uncle that was hanged, I have very little sympathy for him. On the other hand, the 3 that died in Mexico, I have not just sympathy but great respect for them. And I don't know. I mean, I haven't made up. I haven't made my mind up of what I'm going to do, and so I don't know. And I'm open to input. So anyway, bye.